Good, happy Saturday evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to your news and weather update right here on the Riley King Radio Network. Let's get started. Snowmobile accident in Laconia sends 3 to hospital. Laconia Fire Chief Kenneth Erickson said 3 people were injured while riding snowmobilers on a trail near Scenic Road in the area of Wares Beach. Authorities said a 60-year-old man from Rhode Island was riding with a group of snowmobilers traveling south on Corridor 15. The group stopped to do a head count, but the man was unable to stop in time and hit another snowmobile. The collision sent himself and a passenger airborne over a steep embankment and into the unfrozen water of Lake Winnipesaukee. The victims were all brought to the hospital, one with a fractured leg, and are expected to recover. Laconia Fire would like to remind people to be careful and operate appropriately for the conditions whenever they go out. They say it's especially dangerous to ride near or on the lakes in December, as most of the ice is not thick enough to hold a snowmobile, and some areas don't have ice at all yet. It will be at least another 2 weeks before the ice is thick enough. Update: Franklin fugitive arrested after police standoff. It was a standoff with police that led to the arrest of Ryan Burlard, according to police. The Central New Hampshire Special Operations Unit and the New Hampshire State Police SWAT Unit located Burlard, 33, in a residence on Manchester Street in Concord. Police attempted a peaceful surrender, but said Burlard barricaded himself in the home and refused to surrender. Police intruders chemical agents into the residence, and Burlard exited the building and was taken into custody at 4:42 Saturday morning. Burlard sparked a search in Franklin Wednesday after shots were fired during an altercation. Residents of the neighborhood were asked to remain indoors during the search as heavily armed police went through the area of Prospect and Pleasant Streets. Police had described Burlard as armed and dangerous. The search involved the Franklin Police Department, the New Hampshire State Police, Trooper D, Major Crime Unit, SWAT Unit, K-9 Unit, and Air Wing, the Maine State Police, the Concord Police Department, the U.S. Marshals, and FBI. Burlard is charged with felony in possession of a firearm, felony reckless conduct, 2 felony counts of criminal threatening, resisting arrest, parole violation, and habitual offender. The Franklin Police Department said other charges may be forthcoming. Burlard was transported to Merrimack County Jail. His arraignment is scheduled for 10 a.m. Tuesday, January 3rd at Franklin Circuit Court. Security tight as Boston prepares to ring in New Year. Let's take a listen to this video from NBC Boston.
You can see the stage is set. They're working hard on these ice sculptures behind me here in Copley this morning. But in addition to that, you're also going to see plenty of these. These are barriers. You're going to see police and security. Just some of what they say is needed to make sure that this celebration that's about to happen is a fun one, but a safe one. Now, it's important to mention there's no specific threat to the city of Boston. The police have been watching closely, monitoring after those recent attacks across the world, so that's why they are already patrolling. There's going to be a heavy presence here tonight, especially considering that there's going to be 30,000 people packing first night, at least expected to be packing first night at the stroke of midnight. And if you're one of them, there is plenty to look forward to. Of course, the pyrotechnics show is going to be bigger than ever this year. And of course, always the big hit, the ice sculptures that have a special maritime theme this year.
I've heard that there's going to be some ice sculptures, and so my kids are excited about that. We have the USS Constitution, we have Boston Light, we have a Kraken, a sea monster.
Plenty to do and see on that stage, including the NBC Boston team. They're going to be here to ring in the new year with you to see all of this stuff, like those ice sculptures, pretty much almost done. If you need help getting here to see those sculptures, though, we can help you out with that too, to navigate around all of the road closures that are coming. Just head to our website, NECN.com. In Copley Square, I'm Abby Niz. Go to NECN.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Times Square ready for annual New Year's Eve bash. Maybe a million rivalers are expected to navigate through high security in the blocks around Times Square to cheer on the new year with entertainers including Mariah Carey and Watch the Descent of the Glittering Crystal Ball. Russian hacking malware found on Vermont utility computer. Malware associated with Russian hackers was found on a computer belonging to a utility company in Vermont, according to the company. New Year celebrations ring in 2017 around the world. Let's take a listen to this video from CNN.
Pictures here from Tokyo. Short time ago, as Japan rang in the new year, thousands of people braving the cold in the famous Shibuya crossing. Am I saying that right? This comes a few hours behind the festivities in New Zealand. They got the party started with a big fireworks show of the day.
Yes, there indeed is Auckland, one of the first cities in the world to count down to 2017, and then you had this. I mean, it's spectacular on camera. I cannot imagine what it's like to be there. The theatrics over the Sydney Harbour in Australia, one of the largest fireworks shows in the world.
Okay, and there you go on that report. And now time for your weather. Your weather for tonight, occasional light snow with an inch or two possible, clearing by morning, lows in the upper 20s to 30s. And that does it for your news and weather update right here on the Riley King Radio Network. I hope you all have a great New Year's Eve and a great Saturday night. Good night, everyone. Bye.